Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Farmington Public Schools June Spotlight. This is our final spotlight of the year, and what better way to end the year than to talk about such a critical piece of our school district, and that is our operations department that oversees all of our facilities, maintenance, grounds, etc. And so I'm very happy to have with me Kevin Adams and Scott Lasky. And guys, if you can just tell us what your official titles are and your positions, and let's get to meet you here this morning.
I'm Scott Lasky. I'm the master carpenter locksmith for the district. I've been a carpenter for over 30 years. Went through the apprenticeship program and then received my journeyman's card out in the field. And then that's about it.
Excellent. And how long have you been with Farmington?
I've been at Farmington 14 years now.
Excellent. Excellent. How about you, Kevin?
I'm Kevin Adams. Been with the district for 3.5 years now. Started the electrical business over 25 years ago. Worked for a local contractor. After that, I had the opportunity to work in Alaska for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
And after that, came here. So enjoying it.
Excellent. Well, I really wanted to highlight, the facilities and operations department, just so people get a better sense of just the volume of what you have to deal with in a school district our size. So we have over 9,000 students, close to 20 buildings, including schools and administration buildings that you have to deal with. So maybe you can kind of walk us through if there's any way to do this, but what's like a normal day for you guys, if there's such a thing as a normal day in facilities and operations? Either of you can go.
I wouldn't say, normal, but if you have stuff planned, it's every time you come in, you may have something planned for like that day. And then it comes in and then boop, everything, just
Right.
goes crazy or stuff like that. But a normal day would be I come in, get my work orders, see what priority. Most of mine are a lot of doors and hardware that I deal with, and which is very important for a district.
Absolutely.
Exterior doors and stuff. That would be my part of the day.
Semi-normal day. How about you,
Yes.
Kevin?
Yeah, it's about the same. Get the work orders, prioritize it, and just try to keep the lights and plugs on for everybody. So it's busy.
It's definitely busy. We so appreciate all of you. And you had mentioned kind of you have your work orders, you have kind of your general routine of things that you have to kind of maintain. But we all know that emergencies happen all the time. And in a school with so many people and interactions and systems, invariably something fails. So one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, in all the years that you've been doing this work, what's maybe one of the craziest things that you kind of emergency situations you had to deal with?
Actually, mine was just yesterday.
Oh, wow.
One of the skilled maintenance guys, I was getting ready to leave, and he goes, "Hey, you want to give me a hand?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then there was a turtle out on the playground this big at Central. So we had
Wow.
to get the turtle out of there and then take it and put it in the woods.
Wow.
Here
Wow.
I'm thinking it's only a small turtle that I'm going to look at, and the thing was like huge.
Hopefully it wasn't a snapping turtle.
Yes, it was a snapping turtle, and that was,
my goodness.
Yeah, that was probably one of the strangest things I've had.
Yeah. How about you, Kevin? Anything come to
It's
mind?
been squirrels on power lines.
Huh?
Forest, it happens a lot where they'll get injured and cause a power outage to the school. So that's kind of common over there.
I think we've all experienced those power outages, and it's amazing how many times it's some kind of rodent that for some reason it's tasty to them. I don't know,
Right.
but it drives their school down. So both of you mentioned kind of your path into this work. A lot of our students may want to pursue a path through the apprenticeship or the journeyman's program, and there are many of those in kind of the skilled trades. And in Michigan, as well as across the country, there's really an absence of skilled workers like yourselves. And so it's really a void that we're trying to fill with our young people. And there's great careers that people can go right into. So can you just talk a little bit more so the kids and the families understand about some of those pathways in the skilled trades and what, like, for example, what a journeyman is and what your, you know, your series are and maybe how long it takes. So that would help people to understand.
Well, like I said, I went through the apprenticeship program. It's a 4-year program, which out in the field, you work and go to school at the same time.
Okay.
And they teach you, I mean, a bunch of stuff like, I mean, building walls, ceilings, just all mean construction, installing cabinets, building cabinets, and that now that is like I would say that's a very good program to go through if anybody wanted to go into the apprenticeship program. But it is at the end of your 4 years, it's to me it's awarding that what you do and get, and it's
Sure.
amazing how when you build stuff you can see from the beginning to the end, and just the accomplishment that you did. And I like to see what people
There's
thank
a
you.
lot of satisfaction in being able to kind of see your final product and to, you know, to repair something or to construct something, especially when you know that in a school setting that you're doing it, it's going to be good for kids.
Yes,
That's got to be really, really rewarding.
yes.
Yeah. How about you, Kevin? Can you talk a little bit about your pathway?
Yeah, so same here. Started just with electrical contractor and got into the apprentice program, doing maybe 2 nights a week, I think, for 4 years, learning the trade. And right now it is in high demand. I know everybody thinks college and thinks that college is the way to go, and it there's a lot of opportunity for young kids to go to apprentice school. Um, and the easiest thing is if you're interested, just contact one of your local companies in the district or the neighborhood, and they're looking right now very hard, and they'll get you in.
That's excellent. Well, we just last week we had our student roundtable, which is a group of about 30 high school kids from all three of our schools. They created their own career fair, and that was one of their comments is that they wanted a variety of options from, you know, college to careers to immediate, you know, embedded kind of on the job training as well as apprenticeship programs and that. So that's a wonderful avenue for many of our young people to go into. Well, my final question for you is: you both mentioned that you worked both in kind of the more private sector and then you're in public schools. So, what's the big difference between working, you know, working in a school and working out of a school? What are your thoughts about working in a school district, working around kids and teachers, and for our school community?
Yeah, it's a different world. Not doing construction and working in the industrial side of it. We're we're embedded in the school. I know there's 20 buildings or so that we work on, but just knowing that you're going to be in one area makes it different, and it's more of a maintenance, right? We're just trying to keep the lights and plugs on for you.
Sure.
Not new construction per se, but getting to know the teachers, seeing them a lot. Don't know all the names, of course, still, but it's been good.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I get to know a lot of the teachers and principals because I deal with a lot of doors and locks and closures and all kinds of stuff. So I would say that more like out in the field, wouldn't deal with a lot of the closures and making sure the doors are closed and shut. I mean, when you're done with working in the out in the field, yes, you make everything that it's good, but after a while, stuff does happen with doors and
Sure.
everything else you got to go maintain. So that would be the only difference.
Well, that's great. Well, I know that we couldn't do what we do, and our teachers couldn't teach our kids without what you do. And so, you know, with every pun intended, you know, you help keep the lights on. You help keep things in good repair, and you know, we really, really appreciate you individually and your whole department and everything that you do for our school district. It really means a lot that you're a part of Farmington Public Schools, and it's been my pleasure to let people get to know a little bit more about our facilities and operations maintenance department. So thank you guys. Any last words you want to share for the good of the order? I'll give you the last word.
No.
Men of few words, but
Yeah.
of large tasks, and a jack of all trade. So thank you so much for everything that you do for our school district, and hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.